over 60? Eat these 8 collagen foods to soothe pain and strengthen joints. If you are over 60 and every time you stand up from your familiar chair feels like a battle, if you find yourself stopping halfway down the hallway just to rub an ankle that has swollen up like a little ball, then please pause for a moment. It is not because you are weak, and it is not because you have done something wrong. It may simply be because your body is slowly losing the most essential material that keeps you moving with ease: collagen. Did you know that after the age of 60, our bodies lose about 1/3 of their natural collagen? And when that happens, everything begins to falter. Knees creak, ankles swell, joints no longer glide smoothly and flexibly the way they used to. But here is the important truth. You don't have to live with that. You don't need medication. You don't need surgery. You don't need expensive powders that even doctors may hesitate to recommend. What you really need may already be sitting in your own kitchen. You've just never looked at it this way before. What if a few simple foods, like a broth you always thought was just for making soup, turned out to be medicine for your joints? What if a fruit you've been eating your whole life actually contained compounds that could draw fluid out of your swollen ankles? Today, I'm going to share with you 10 foods, easy to find, easy to cook, yet incredibly powerful. They not only help reduce swelling and pain, but also stimulate your body to naturally produce collagen again. And the very first one on this list, it's not some trendy superfood. It's something your grandmother once kept simmering quietly on the stove all day long. That broth, if prepared the right way, might just be the only thing you need to start walking without pain again. Can you guess what it is? 1. Bone broth. If you have ever cooked soup from chicken bones or beef bones, you've probably noticed that thin layer of film rising to the surface once the pot cools down. But did you know that this layer, when simmered long enough, is actually pure collagen? The very substance that can soothe swollen ankles, repair worn cartilage, and nourish the connective tissues in your body that grow weaker with age? Bone broth is not a modern trend. It is the food of mothers, grandmothers, and our ancestors from thousands of years ago. Long before supplements and tonics existed, they relied on the simplest method: simmering bones slowly and thoroughly. Today, modern science has finally caught up with tradition. According to the American Institute of Nutrition, a properly prepared bone broth, simmered for 24 to 48 hours, contains a wealth of essential amino acids such as glycine, proline, along with glucosamine and chondroitin, compounds you often see in expensive joint supplements. Did you know glycine makes up nearly 1/3 of collagen structure? And that seniors, especially those over 60, no longer produce enough glycine on their own to keep joints running smoothly? This explains why, after just a few weeks of drinking bone broth regularly, many people begin to notice their joints feel softer, creak less, and standing up or sitting down becomes far easier. Not only that, the gelatin in bone broth has the ability to absorb and hold water, creating a natural gel-like cushion around your joints, reducing friction and improving the flow of joint fluid, which is often lost as we age. A fascinating study from the Nebraska Medical Center even showed that bone broth could reduce inflammation in the lungs, and this anti-inflammatory effect spreads throughout the entire body, including the joints. In other words, with just 1 small cup a day, you are helping your body fight inflammation naturally without relying on medication. Are you wondering how to make it the right way? It's very simple. Take organic chicken bones or grass-fed beef bones, roast them lightly to enhance flavor, then transfer them into a stock pot. Cover with water, add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to help extract minerals from the bones, and let it simmer gently for as long as possible. If once cooled, your broth sets into a soft jelly-like texture, you've succeeded. That is pure collagen. One batch can last a whole week in the fridge. Every morning, just reheat a cup, Add a pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon juice, and it becomes even easier to enjoy. So what would it mean for you if one small morning habit could help your body heal itself? A warm cup of bone broth, simmering with quiet strength, just like the way it restores your knees, ankles, and even your gut, might be the simplest remedy you've overlooked. But the next food on this list doesn't just help your body create new collagen, it also protects the precious collagen you already have from being destroyed by inflammation. It is the only type of fish that can armor your joints against aging. Have you guessed which one it is?
2. Wild salmon. Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s can still walk every day without pain, while others in their 60s already need crutches or a wheelchair? Sometimes the difference lies in the food they put on their plate. And one of the most powerful foods for restoring cartilage and protecting joints is wild salmon. Not all salmon is the same. If you've been buying farmed salmon from the supermarket, you may have been missing out on nearly all of its natural omega-3s, astaxanthin, and vitamin D, the key nutrients that reduce inflammation and protect collagen in your joints. A study from Harvard Medical School revealed that wild salmon contains almost 4 times more omega-3s than farmed salmon and is particularly rich in astaxanthin, an antioxidant 6,000 times stronger than vitamin C, helping prevent free radicals from destroying your collagen. Do you remember the heavy, stiff feeling of struggling to lift your legs out of bed in the morning? That's not just aging, it's the silent breakdown of cartilage happening every day. Astaxanthin slows that process down, while omega-3s act like firefighters. They reduce cytokines and eicosanoids, inflammatory molecules that are the main reason joints swell and hurt. Here's something few people know. The skin of salmon, which many peel off and throw away, is actually the richest source of collagen. In Japan, where seniors still ride bicycles into their 80s and have some of the longest lifespans in the world, salmon skin is considered a delicacy. They eat it raw, grill it until crisp, or add it to miso soup. For them, it isn't just a tasty dish, it's a hidden medicine for maintaining joint health every day. I remember my father, who is now 74. He once couldn't even climb 5 steps because his knees were swollen and stiff like stone. After learning about the benefits of wild salmon, he decided to try. 3 meals a week, always eating the skin. After 6 weeks, he called me. "Son, I can walk again, no pain." His blood inflammation markers had dropped by nearly 40%. His doctor was stunned. Are you eating salmon but accidentally choosing the wrong kind? If you're ready to try again, look for wild-caught Alaska or sockeye salmon. Yes, it costs more, but every gram is worth it because this isn't just food, it's a weapon against joint aging. And if the salmon skin makes you hesitant, try grilling it until crispy with a touch of sea salt. You'll be surprised by the flavor. Or roll the skin into sushi like the Japanese do, turning each bite into another dose of collagen for your joints. So, what will you choose today? A tender piece of wild salmon or another morning struggling to rise from your chair? The next food on our list is even more surprising, not because it contains collagen, but because without it, the collagen you eat won't do you any good. Have you guessed what it is?
3. Oranges, lemons, grapefruits, the key that unlocks collagen's power. Did you know that no matter how much collagen you consume, without this one nutrient, your body cannot actually build complete collagen fibers? It's like trying to construct a house without cement. The whole structure collapses from the foundation. That mysterious nutrient is vitamin C, found most abundantly in oranges, lemons, grapefruits, kumquats, and even less noticed fruits like pomelos. It is no coincidence that on long sea voyages, sailors always carried crates of oranges. They weren't afraid of starving. They feared losing their teeth, wounds that refused to heal, and relentless fatigue, all signs of vitamin C deficiency, which ultimately means collagen deficiency. If you're drinking bone broth, eating salmon, or consuming egg whites, then vitamin C is the power switch that allows those ingredients to become real collagen. Without it, all of that effort is meaningless. In the aging body, the enzymes that build collagen, prolyl hydroxylase, and lysyl hydroxylase only function properly in the presence of vitamin C. Without enough, collagen fibers turn weak, fragmented, and fragile, like building a house out of broken bricks. Have you ever peeled an orange and carefully removed all the white pith underneath the skin because of its bitterness? Unfortunately, that's where the bioflavonoids are concentrated, compounds that not only enhance vitamin C absorption, but also reduce swelling in the legs and improve circulation. In Europe, two such compounds, hesperidin and diasmin, from citrus peel, are even prescribed as medicine for chronic venous insufficiency. Older adults, especially those suffering from leg swelling or numbness after standing for long periods, need these bioflavonoids the most. By simply eating a few slices of orange with the pith intact, grating lemon zest into your food, or squeezing lemon into your drinking water, you can strengthen your circulation and support your joints gently but effectively. One trick I often recommend to patients is to slice lemons thinly, freeze them, and drop them into drinking water throughout the day. As the ice melts, nutrients from the lemon peel are slowly released, giving you a steady supply of vitamin C without having to remember to take a supplement. But are you currently taking blood thinners or dealing with prostate issues? Some citrus fruits can interact with these types of medications. If you notice more swelling after eating them, don't worry, we have other solutions coming up. The key is to listen to your body and choose foods that work with you. So, will you still peel away that white layer from your oranges? If citrus fruits are what unlock the power of collagen, then the next food on our list will provide the very amino acids that form collagen itself. Can you guess what it is? It's a familiar breakfast food you see almost every morning, but one that is often underestimated and unfairly overlooked.
4. Egg whites, the forgotten treasure of collagen. Think about your usual breakfast. You crack an egg, toss away the white because you're worried about cholesterol in the yolk. But did you know that the clear, almost weightless part is actually one of the purest forms of protein, packed with the very amino acids that build collagen? A simple egg, something we take for granted, yet its white is a fuel tank that helps your joints regenerate from within. For older adults, the body's ability to naturally synthesize collagen declines. But when you supply it with proline, glycine, and lysine, the three key amino acids of collagen, straight from egg whites, it's like giving your body the perfect blueprint to repair connective tissues. Do you remember glycine? That amino acid was already present in the bone broth we talked about earlier. Egg whites are another excellent source, but they're easier to digest, very low in fat, and suitable for those who need to manage weight or have trouble digesting heavy foods. I once met Sheila, a 76-year-old woman living alone in Oregon. She had struggled with knee pain for 3 years, especially in the mornings when she woke up. After adding just 2 egg whites to her breakfast every day, for only 5 weeks, she called me and said, "For the first time in years, I walked into my garden without holding on to the railing." Do you know why egg whites work so effectively? It's not only because they're rich in amino acids, but also because their biological value is nearly perfect, 88 out of 100. That means your body absorbs almost all of the protein they contain, leaving nothing wasted. Don't just stick to plain boiled whites. Add them to scrambled eggs in the morning, whip them into sugar-free meringues, or simply blend them into a smoothie. The simpler the dish, the easier it is to keep up the habit, and the more consistent the benefits for your joints. And if you've ever thought eggs aren't strong enough to help rebuild your joints, wait for the next part, because the upcoming food doesn't just protect collagen, it fights against collagen's most dangerous enemy, free radicals. Can you guess what it is?
5. Berries, the bodyguards that defend collagen from free radicals. Have you ever seen an old hinge rust? No matter how strong the steel is, if it's left out in the open, it will corrode and squeak every time it moves. Your joints are the same way. No matter how much collagen you consume, if you don't protect it from free radicals, it will still break down. This is where berries like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries step in as silent bodyguards, loyally protecting the collagen inside your body. Do you know why these tiny fruits are so powerful? It's because of anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep purple, red, and blue colors. These compounds are incredibly strong antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, the very culprits that destroy collagen in your cartilage and blood vessels. And the miracle doesn't stop there. Inside berries, you'll also find ellagic acid, a unique compound proven to block collagen breakdown caused by UV damage and chronic inflammation. Even if you no longer sunbathe like you did in your 20s, old damage is still silently eroding your collagen unless you take action to stop it. Have you ever bitten into a strawberry and tasted that refreshing tartness? That's the sign of abundant vitamin C, the essential factor for collagen synthesis. In fact, 1 cup of strawberries contains even more vitamin C than an orange. And unlike many other fruits, berries are low in sugar, which is critical. High blood sugar binds tightly to collagen fibers, making them brittle, stiff, and prone to breaking, a process called glycation. I once advised Helen, an 81-year-old woman from Arizona, to eat a cup of frozen berries every day. After 6 weeks, she told me, "My knees feel like they've been oiled. I no longer feel like my joints are grinding every time I climb the stairs." It's easy to add berries into your routine. Blend them into a smoothie, sprinkle them over yogurt, or simply keep a bag in the freezer to enjoy whenever you like. Frozen berries retain more nutrients than you think and may even be absorbed better thanks to the cell structure breaking slightly during freezing. But if berries are the protectors of collagen, the next food is the foundation builder. It may not be as colorful as fruit or as familiar as eggs, but it holds the key for your body to create collagen right at the source. Do you know what it is? 6. Dark leafy greens, activating your body's collagen factory. Have you ever asked yourself, why do my joints still ache and swell even though I've been eating so much collagen? The problem may not be how much collagen you consume, but rather how your body processes it. And one of the most overlooked secrets comes from something simple that you see every day: dark leafy greens. I'm not talking about pale iceberg lettuce. I'm talking about kale, Swiss chard, spinach, collard greens, even dandelion greens. These vegetables aren't just rich in fiber and vitamins. They also contain a compound that can actually switch on your body's own collagen production: chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. It might sound like an old biology lesson, right? But recent research shows that chlorophyll can stimulate the production of pro-collagen, the very first step in the body's natural collagen-building process. The darker the green, the higher the chlorophyll content, which means you're sending your body a stronger signal. It's time to start rebuilding from within. But leafy greens don't stop there. They are also one of the best sources of vitamin K1, a nutrient that plays a critical role in directing calcium to the right places, your bones and joints. Without enough K2, calcium can float in your bloodstream and deposit in your arteries, blocking circulation and contributing to swelling in the legs. Are you taking calcium supplements but still experiencing numbness or tingling in your feet? It could be because you're lacking K2, the nutrient found only in leafy greens. And then there's magnesium. This mineral is involved in over 300 processes in the body, including many that are essential for collagen formation, inflammation control, and muscle relaxation. Yet up to 50% of people over 60 are deficient in magnesium, leading to cramps, stiff joints, and persistent fatigue with no clear cause. Just 1 cup of cooked Swiss chard provides nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs, And if you pair your greens with healthy fats, like sautéing with olive oil, tossing them in a salad with avocado, or blending them into a smoothie with seeds, you dramatically increase the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. So don't be afraid of adding a drizzle of olive oil or a few slices of avocado to your greens. It's not fattening. It's a nutritional switch that helps your body make the most of every bite. One of my patients, Carl, age 76, once told me, "I've eaten vegetables my whole life, but only now do I know how to eat them the right way to support my joints." After adding kale, olive oil, and a squeeze of lemon to his dinners 4 times a week, he noticed a dramatic reduction in morning stiffness. But there is another food that is even more pungent than leafy greens. It's not pretty, it's not delicate, but it's loaded with sulfur, the essential element that forms the backbone of collagen. It may scare you off with its smell, but if used correctly, it delivers remarkable results. Do you know what it is? 7. Chicken skin, the underrated part that's actually a gift for your joints. Have you ever peeled off the chicken skin yourself, afraid of cholesterol or worried it wasn't clean to eat? If so, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world, especially those on diets or living with heart disease, have been removing chicken skin from their meals for decades. But what they didn't realize is that this crispy layer actually contains a precious type of collagen that your joints are desperately craving. This isn't just talk. Chicken skin is rich in type 2 collagen, the very kind of collagen that makes up cartilage, cushioning the ends of your bones, reducing friction, and allowing your joints to move smoothly. When you eat chicken skin, especially roasted or grilled so that the fat melts away and leaves a crispy bite, you're giving your body 5 to 7 grams of easily absorbed collagen with each serving. But the benefits don't stop there. Type 2 collagen has a remarkable ability that few people know about. It can induce oral tolerance, meaning it teaches the immune system to stop attacking joint tissue in autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis. A study published in the Journal of Rheumatology showed that consuming type 2 collagen regularly for 3 months reduced pain, improved mobility, and significantly lowered inflammation in arthritis patients. You might be thinking, but chicken skin is too fatty. True, but if prepared properly, roasted or pan-seared without added oil so that the excess fat drips away, you're left with a collagen-rich skin without worrying about too much saturated fat. Plus, the natural fat in chicken skin has its own benefit. It helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, all essential for maintaining healthy bones and joints. I remember one patient, Robert, 71 years old. He followed a strictly clean diet, only chicken breast, no skin, always steamed. Yet his elbows continued to ache persistently, until I suggested he add roasted chicken with the skin into his meals 3 times a week. After just a month, he told me, "For the first time in years, I didn't wake up at night from pain." What happened? His body finally received the exact raw material it needed to repair itself. Are you skipping the most important part of the chicken? If your answer is yes, then maybe it's time to rethink. Properly prepared chicken skin is not your enemy, it's your hidden ally, a delicious medicine that many traditional cultures have known and embraced for centuries. So if a piece of chicken skin could help make your joints supple again, would you be willing to give it another try? And what if I told you there's yet another food, one that doesn't contain collagen at all, but has the power to help your body produce and protect collagen even more effectively than supplements? Wouldn't you be curious to find out what it is? 8. Avocado, a soft fruit with a powerful impact on collagen and joint inflammation. There is one food that contains no collagen at all and doesn't appear on the flashy superfood lists. Yet once you understand its effect on your joints and your body's collagen production, you'll want to include it in your daily meals. That food is the avocado. Avocados are one of the richest natural sources of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects collagen fibers from being destroyed by free radicals. But that's only the beginning.
Avocados also contain a rare group of compounds called polyhydroxylated fatty alcohols, or PFAs, which scientists regard as promising candidates for treating osteoarthritis. A study in the Journal of Arthritis reported that PFAs can reduce inflammation at a level comparable to mild anti-inflammatory drugs without causing harmful side effects to the stomach or liver. That's not all. Oleic acid, which makes up nearly 70% of the fat in avocados, has been shown to help repair damaged cartilage. This explains why such a soft, creamy fruit can have such a deep and lasting effect on those struggling with joint pain, stiffness, or limited mobility. Why else are avocados so special? Because their healthy fats dramatically improve your body's absorption of nutrients from other foods. For example, if you eat avocado with kale, bell peppers, or spinach, your absorption of carotenoids increases up to 15 times. This means that when you pair avocado with other collagen-supporting foods, you're unlocking the maximum benefits of the entire system. There's another bonus. The vitamin K in avocados not only supports bone strength, but also regulates calcium metabolism, ensuring that this mineral reaches the right places, your bones and joints, instead of depositing in your arteries. Better circulation also means excess fluid in your legs is drained more efficiently, reducing swelling and heaviness. I often recommend to my patients, especially those over 60, to eat half an avocado each day. You can enjoy it with eggs at breakfast, spread it on whole grain toast, blend it into a green smoothie, or simply slice it, sprinkle with sea salt, and add a squeeze of lemon. Simple, delicious, and nourishing down to the very last cell. Do you believe that a single avocado could be the gentle medicine your joints have been waiting for? And if adding just a bit of avocado to your meals could help your body produce more collagen and reduce inflammation more effectively, would you be willing to start today? The final part will bring everything together. How to weave these 10 foods into your daily routine in a way that's simple, memorable, and effective. Are you ready? Do you remember the last time you stood up from a chair without letting out a sigh? Or that moment when you stepped out of bed in the morning without creaking joints and legs that felt like they were weighed down with stones? Those are not distant memories. They are sensations your body can still reclaim if you give it the right tools. And the 10 foods we've just explored are exactly those tools. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Just start with 2 or 3 of the easiest ones. A warm cup of bone broth in the morning, a few slices of avocado and some egg at your meal, strawberries instead of pastries. Slowly, you'll begin to notice the miracle happening. Less pain, easier movement, that light, almost forgotten feeling in your legs as the swelling fades away. Remember, no pill is as powerful as your daily habits, and no habit is stronger than the ones you choose consciously for your own health. Here's my final advice. Track your progress. Take a picture of your ankles every week. Write down how you feel each morning when you get up. You'll begin to see, little by little, your body restoring itself, not through magic, but through consistency and the right choices at the table. And if you're ready to take the next step, to understand more clearly which habits silently destroy collagen and speed up joint damage with age, then the next video is for you. We'll uncover those hidden culprits and learn how to avoid them. But first, I want you to ask yourself one thing. What will you put on your plate today? And could that choice be the very first step that leads you back to the joy of walking lightly, just as you once did many years ago? Are you ready to take that first step?